Okay, guys, I am at Accountex 2024, and I am joined by the legend. I mean, it is Sir Chris Downing now, right? I mean,
No, it's not. No.
so Chris Downing is here. Chris, introduce yourself and what you do.
Right. Yeah, my name's Chris Downing. I'm the Director of Accounting and Bookkeepers at Sage. Been at Sage for 6 years. However, this year, in June, I'm celebrating 25 years in the industry.
I mean, what experience to bring in.
So I remember the good old days when did a personal tax return and using Tipex to amend it, not software. And this is the whole point. There's been so much change over that time.
Yeah. So, Chris, you're here today for a chat with me because you guys, back in February, did what everyone seems to be doing we're going to do AI and here's what it might look like. And to be fair, and as I credited you on the podcast at the time, or Sage at the time, it was one of the best presented sessions of announcements for AI I have seen so far. Like Intuit delivered theirs back in America in the last autumn, and it was very Apple-y,
Yes.
shall we say?
Yeah.
And then you guys did one, which again was very Apple-like. But what I really liked is you nailed the message for your customers.
Yeah.
And it just so clearly showed you understood the challenges that were coming up for us, which was AI is not going to lose jobs.
That's the
It's
key
going to
thing.
re-engineer how we spend our time.
Very much
So that's come from your CEO,
Yeah.
CTO,
Yeah.
etc. It was the first announcement about AI that I've seen where I thought they understand their audience. They understand that some of their audience are going to be buzzing about this.
Yep.
Other parts of their audience are going to be petrified about
It's
this.
a little bit apprehensive.
Yes.
It's going to be changed. It's not changed.
Yeah.
Just an enhancement in terms of how
It's
they
no
they
different
got.
to when auto entry entered the market,
Yes.
and we got told that's it, bookkeepers are finished. Well, look around us. There's plenty of bookkeepers. All it meant was bookkeepers re-engineered how they spent their time to spend time on more valuable offering and conversation.
Or even actually to spend more time doing what they want to do.
Yes.
Because
Whether it's with clients or at home with the kids,
correct.
whatever it is. So that all happened in spring, and then Xero put something out that night, which was, that was poorly executed. But anyway, we're now in May, mid-May, seeing nothing else from any of your competitors.
It's been quite a quiet account.
It's been a very quiet.
Considering
few months.
generative AI is the theme of the day, isn't it? Yeah.
But then last week, you guys have a London event.
Yeah.
All about AI and Copilot. And what blew me away was the fact that you guys have just proven again, you're not talking about it. You've got a live beta in the UK as well, whereas Intuit says, yes, it's a live beta, but it's in America and got no ETA for the UK. JnG&x is
We'll
a
find
marketing
out
dream somewhere.
sometime. Yes.
But you've got a live beta of AI-powered accounting software in the UK. And let's face it, it's a bit late to the cloud party.
Yeah.
But my God, you're leading the way.
It's all about
the AIs.
and understanding what the needs are.
Yeah.
And if you think, though generative AI has been a very topical theme for the last 12 or 18 months, Sage has been doing AI for a good 8 years.
Yeah.
And therefore it's understanding what accountants need, bookkeepers need, small businesses need, understand the time pressures they have, but also how technology can really change things for the better. Yeah. And when you think about generative AI, it is a brand new category. And it's all about actually landing something and bringing something to the market, which actually makes technology not something which is saving time, but really desirable.
Yeah.
And I will say it, making tax digital. Making tax digital is almost a stick to encourage small business owners to actually digitize, when actually they should be digitizing because they want to. Because they want to have a better way of managing their businesses and a better way of collaborating with accountants and bookkeepers.
And AI, we keep hearing all this cool stuff about AI, right? But AI requires, in my mind, a behavioral change.
Yeah.
Because it requires us to build it into our routines to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I struggle with AI at the moment. Like, I can get an AI-powered calendar app that helps me schedule things better. I can get AI-powered email tools that help me summarize emails and draft emails and stuff. But I couldn't get into the habit of using it.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the updates I'm looking forward to is hopefully Apple AI, because if that's powering their Apple Calendar, Apple Mail, Apple Notes and stuff, it's in that ecosystem that I already use.
So
That change of behavior should be easier for me because it's in what I'm already using. Which is why I think AI in the accounting world could be phenomenal because it's not a standalone product. It's embedded in what we do and use all day.
and we see examples of that over the years. So when you think about OCR technology, Dex, auto entry, HubDoc, we see the stats all the time. The percentage of accounts and bookkeepers actually use them is actually still relatively low after all this time. And as you said, it's the adoption, it's the behaviours, and because those tools aren't part and parcel of the everyday tools which accounting bookkeepers use, it's not mainstream. But when you've got something like generative AI tools, and especially Sage Copilot, which is going to be assistant, which is going to be working within practice management, the bookkeeping, the payroll, the HR, compliance, and other services that we have,
all intertwined into the ecosystem.
Yes.
So the power that this could have in the future is phenomenal.
Yes, that's right.
And what you were saying before we jumped onto this recording was about it's all great having AI technology and plans for it, but until you're collecting actual user data and understanding how users are naturally using this and getting their feedback of this is great, but could it do this? Actually, it's all a pipe dream. And a pipe dream that no one could actually potentially want to use because it's some developer's idea of how it should be used. So you guys are getting that analytical data now.
It's real insights, which like building any product, like you do yourself. You have a community, you speak to the users as regularly as you can to understand what they need in the day out. But the magic with the Sage Copilot is that we're seeing in real time the prompts they're making, the questions they're asking, the insights they want to do, which means that we can then start to enhance how Copilot will be proactive and provide those insights and bring the information which people want when they need it, because we're seeing how other people are using it.
And what you guys have shown by, I mean, everyone I talk to here, Sage Copilot, that's what everyone's talking about.
The buzz.
It is the buzz. You have nailed it again.
Sorry.
That's all right. I mean, it just shows you nail it every year at Accountex. It's always the Sage show, isn't it? Like, Sage have done this, Sage have done that. Have you heard about this? It's like, you can't fault the Sage marketing machine. You guys have done it what feels quickly. Like you've gone from an announcement in the spring to a beta product open to anyone to apply for in like 2 or 3 months later, whereas we've not had that from anyone else. I mean, based on because you guys have got fairly new technology powering your cloud products versus your competitors, is this just a sign of pace to come? Like, are you guys really confident that you're primed for, not only are we going to get all this data in, which is great, and live information is wonderful, but it's useless unless you react and deal with it quickly. Can we expect this same kind of pace to continue now? And that's it, you're just ramping up?
We're doing all the time. And you may not be as close to what we're doing in Sage Accounting, the regular monthly updates, the innovation we're building. And this goes back to having focus. So I mean, focus on terms of the cloud data tools we've got. And then from an accounting point of view, bringing together, let's say, the acquisitions over the last couple of years, like auto entry and go proposal and Futurely, really bringing it together, which hopefully makes the experience better. And once you've actually got your ducks lined up, it makes it so much easier to actually pull the levers and actually start to bring to life the benefits of having all those great tools all in one place. And yes, generative AI is the focus, and the business is really focused around that. And it's been amazing to see the whole business, whether it's from product and engineering to leadership to marketing, to really understand how do we actually bring this to life and get confidence in terms of the tools that we're delivering. Because still there's apprehension, nervousness, but actually it's all about breaking down those barriers and giving the confidence, the fact that you can trust in the tools that you've got, your data is safe, but also in terms of those use cases, how to get the best out of them as well.
Fantastic. How's it been for the last 2 days at the Sage stand? What's the conversation about Copilot been like with all of the attendees that have spoken to you guys about it? Have we still got a huge split between early adopters, the middle ground, and everyone panicking, or like what's the feel?
Everyone's really excited, everyone's really engaged, everyone wants to know more. So Accountex didn't start at 9:30 yesterday, it started at 8 o'clock for Sage. We did a breakfast briefing in the restaurant outside Accountex, and we went through Sage Copilots, and we had a lovely number of people attending, and the question asked, do you want to come and see this and have this in your practice today? And everyone put their hands up. So the apprehension isn't there. They're
Yeah.
excited. And this is what I've been saying. 2024 is that first year after 5 years where accountants and bookkeepers actually have time to invest and review the technology they've got.
Yeah.
It's been emptied of VAT. You had the COVID years. You had the dealing with catching up with self-assessment. 23 was perhaps about taking a little bit of control. But now 24, we're seeing across the board, accountants and bookkeepers are revisiting the technology they've got. They're reviewing their needs. They're thinking about the future, and they're actually being quite inquisitive about how to use technology better because they've got a little bit more capacity to do so.
And I think that's also extremely reassuring, though, that everyone you're talking to is actually engaged and interested in this. Whereas, let's face it, when cloud technology came out, they weren't.
No.
Like, they were skeptical, they were nervous, they were concerned. There was anxiety about job protection. There was anxiety about lots of things with cloud technology and security and stuff. So maybe as an industry, we're getting better at adopting change. Maybe that's what this last few days is showing us.
I think accountants bookkeepers have always been used to change. We enjoy change. What we want to be able to do is understand it
Yes.
and control it and implement it, because change usually involves having the clients involved.
Yes.
And we do not like upsetting clients. We want the clients to be working with the way we want to work.
Yeah.
And so we don't want to disrupt that relationship. And sometimes if that relationship is maybe only annually or quarterly, you have fewer touch points to actually bring that to life.
Yeah.
But as more accounts bookkeepers basically increase the number of their clients using some sort of cloud technology, whether it's just receipt capture or day-to-day bookkeeping, you've got that regular contact, and therefore implementing, let's say, new features or themes or create awareness suddenly become more or easier.
And do you think that might also be why people are more inquisitive about AI and the potential of it, because they don't see it necessarily having a direct impact or contact with the end client? Do they see like, oh, AI is helping me, it's not going to necessarily be something my client's ultra aware of, and for that reason I'm less worried about it and I'm more interested about it?
One of the benefits is that there's, with ChatGPT and the other generative AI tools that have been around, accountants, bookkeepers, as well as businesses have been seeing and playing with what you can do.
Yeah.
Yes, they may be able to draft an email quickly, do a LinkedIn post, or think about how you can create an image from nothing.
Yeah.
So they've been experimenting themselves. They're seeing, yeah, there's a lot of power here. There's a lot of benefits, but they haven't actually seen how they can use it with financial tools.
Yeah.
So there's an element of trust and inquisitiveness already.
Yeah.
We're just actually doing that extra stage now and actually bring it to where they can actually use them in their day-to-day lives.
I'm excited by AI from just the point of view of like, I have a great team who do bookkeeping and accounts production and stuff, but I still look after 150 client relationships myself. And that my clients already think I'm incredible because I go in there, having not looked at their books or anything, I sit down for 10, 15 minutes beforehand, and then I look at my reports for that client. I go, okay, some key points here. That looked good in March. That didn't look good in April. What's going on here? Gives myself a few bullet point conversations. And then I turn up to the client and go, blah, 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 blah. And here you can see this. And how's this been going? How do you feel that's gone since our last talk? And they're like, Christ, this guy's got so much on, but he knows my business inside out. I'm sat there going, well, if AI can help summarize that for me and come up with some conversation points, that 10 to 15 minutes I'm spending pre-meeting could become 5 minutes pre-meeting.
Very much so.
And I can still deliver the same experience to those clients. So actually I'm gaining 10 minutes of time. If I have 5 meetings a day, 50 minutes a day saved. Times that by 5, like 250.
It soon adds up, doesn't it? Yes.
Incredible.
Yeah. And this is what we're seeing already. So because we've actually been working with accountants and business owners in terms of how they're using the tools, the insights are you're saving tangibly several days per month using Copilot.
It's ridiculous.
It's basically having an extra employee.
Yeah.
But an employee is working all day, all night, but also actually being on top of everything and surfacing what's required.
Wow. Okay, so tell us what to expect in the coming weeks and months from Sage. What's the timeline? What's the roadmap for Copilot? So it's in beta now.
Yeah.
I believe your website said it should be going public at the end of summer.
Yeah, so we're basically going through general release very, very soon. And like everything, Sage is doing it carefully.
Yep.
So it's actually bringing in accountants as business owners into Copilot in a steady stream, working with them, understanding the insights, because making sure we actually build out what actually delights them.
Yeah.
But also it's a case of how the tools becomes more than just your Gen AI assistant, but actually how it can accelerate maybe certain features within the bookkeeping as well as practice management. thinking about how to have real automated bank reconciliations, thinking about how you improve the insights, the reports you get from it. So we do have a really exciting roadmap over the next 6 months. So you imagine the noise, what you've seen at Accountex here in May, just think what you may be seeing at Accountex North in September.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's Okay, so for any of our listeners and viewers that want to have a look at Sage Copilot, they want to understand more about how it fits within the suite of products from Sage, where do they go? What do they do?
Literally just go to sage.com. You'll be able to follow up and find the Sage Copilot link and register your interest. We'll be in contact with you and help support you on that way. But also it's a case of from over Accountex, we've had several keynotes bringing to life and actually showing the product on stage, getting people really excited, and you'll see more and more of that over the next couple of months. So just watch the place.
If people want to see what webinars are coming up and what events you guys have got coming up, is there a specific place they can go and look for all of that?
Obviously sage.com, but just watch my LinkedIn feed. We'll be creating lawful awareness.
Get more followers on stage.
Yes, but also Sage as well. Creating lawful awareness what's going on. Yes.
Great. Chris, thank you for taking time out of your very busy day 2 of Accountex to talk to us about Copilot. What you guys are doing is phenomenal.
Thank you.
It's really exciting. I mean, if the other players don't move fast, there'll be some changes in my firm because I know what AI can do, and I want AI. And I need.
If anything, we need healthy competition.
To
create even more.
Exactly. You need to keep driving you, convincing the people above you guys to go. Yeah, all right. We need to write a bigger check. Yeah, all right. You need more resources. Whatever it is, but if there's no competition, they don't give it to you, do they? So so thank you very much for coming on today. Keep us up to date.
Will do.
You've got mine and Aaron's LinkedIn messages.
Yes.
Anything you want to shout about, let us know.
Will do. Okay.
Yeah, we're blown away by what you guys are doing.
Very much.
And the buzz around here for you guys has just been absolutely incredible.
Really lovely to hear. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Okay. Thank you.